Unconditional love to all life everywhere. My name is Nick Stabist. I'm Olo, Thothio, code in the cosmos, sending you heart, love, and energy. So today's topic is healing our planet. So all healing begins in the mind, and healing our own suffering. So if we want to help the planet, we have to be mentally strong. If we are suffering, we are not strong. This must be recognized as true in order to move forward. Love is the most powerful thing in all of existence. To embrace this is everything. Literally. So, if you want to heal your suffering, there are many methods to doing this, but you have to want it. You have to want to reach love, to reach happiness and peace. You actually have to give up all things for the sake of love. You have to remove all those barriers that you have built up against love. Remove those, let go, and what you're left with is who you truly are. Because love is something that is permanent, forever. It is always who you are. But as humans, we tend to pick things up and be attached to them, and we feel that they're important. But if we aren't the body that is living in this world, then what are we so attached to? We have to let go of our suffering and our attachments to the world, our desires that are trivial. If you want to heal your suffering, a great method is A Course in Miracles. You could check out my other videos on how to raise your frequency, which means relinquishing your suffering. You could check out my video on how to reach nirvana through methods. And any other videos that you feel inclined to watch. I'm here to inspire you and to empower you. I'm here to love you. Use your time wisely. So, what does using your time wisely mean? Well, it depends where you're at, I suppose, and it doesn't really depend where you're at, you know? So, using your time wisely means doing all you can to be at your best all the time. Just try your best every day. And continue to improve yourself spiritually. Because spirit is love and is the most powerful thing in all of existence. So I'll explain this a little. It's because it begins at the level of our minds. Our thoughts create our reality. You have a thought and you either act on it or you don't. And our emotions play a part as well. So we have to have a strong mental capacity. We have to align our minds with spirit, with God's will, in order to be at our best. When we are feeling peaceful, we are our smartest, we make our best decisions, and we use our time wisely. It's just how it works. Give up your trivial pursuits. So, really most of humanity right now is, chasing trivial things and attached to worldly possessions and a vision of who you are. But you must see, like, for example, I work at a pizza place right now. Do you think I want to work at a pizza place right now? Do you think that that's trivial? Because I think it is. I'm literally serving people pizza. But that doesn't define me. What is your work? Ask yourself this. Is it what you want to be doing? Is it contributing positively to this planet? And what do you do with your spare time? Do you remain in the darkness, in your suffering, remain in limitation of who you think you are and what you can achieve? What are you doing that doesn't really matter? You need to question this deeply. This is a time that we have to do what matters most. And very soon, if you're smart right now, you don't have a choice. This world is transforming. We're going through a great change, and now is the time to take the initiative to heal our planet through healing yourself. Because it's ugly trying to manage others. That is an ugly thing. It is your job to manage yourself. and be at your best. Your responsibility is to yourself. Being at your best every day. If you do this, others will follow. Because a great leader is loving through every moment, no matter what. And leads by example, not by telling people what to do. Chakras and embracing all of them. So often what I see is that people are stuck in their bottom 3 chakras. If you don't know what chakras are, please research that. The lowest chakra has to do with survival. And many people are focusing their attention, focusing on survival. And what survival includes is luxury as well. It includes your work, it includes your home, it includes your diet, exercise, and all of these things. What people don't realize is that there's more to life than survival and luxury and being as comfortable as possible. This can be a very terrible thing to be over comfortable. And really, if you have it all, if you have all these possessions, first of all, you don't have it all by having possessions. And second of all, there is more to life than survival. I know I'm off my train of thought right now, but I trust that you guys will forgive me and that you'll see this grace shining through, because these are just words, and what I really am trying to express is love, which cannot be explained with words. But living in the bottom chakra is a very limited life. You have to expand to, the next chakra is simple pleasures. And then the next chakra is will and power. The next is trust and love. The next is expression and truth. The next is sight and peace. And the final chakra is reverence to God. It is our connection to spirit and the spirit world. So begin to embrace all of your being, because we all have these 7 chakras, and most people are living in the bottom 3 still. It's time to change that and to embrace your whole being, to value your heart Get into the heart chakra, where you trust the universe, you follow your destiny, and you love all beings. You value human connection and communication. You begin to empower others, take initiative to go for it, and never question yourself. I would like to talk about creating and miscreating. So creating is creating out of love, and miscreating is creating out of fear. Whatever word you would like to say is the opposite of love, hatred, or whatever. Many people are creating unconsciously, not realizing the power of your mind, because we are powerful creator gods, every one of us. Not just Jesus, not just Buddha, not just, those guys. We are all equally as powerful. And miscreating is very powerful as well, but I ask you kindly to not miscreate. I want you guys to find love within yourself, within all, and get creative. We are creating all the time. That's what I mean by unconscious creating. We are creating, teaching, and sharing all the time. You're sharing silence, you're sharing your voice. And you do have a choice to create with love or to create with ignorance, fear, and hatred, guilt, and shame. How to create is you must be conscious of your own thoughts, your own emotions, and your whole being. You have to be aware of love's presence. That's what it takes to create purely. What that means is you are healing the world. You are healing the suffering. And beyond that, you are being love. Stay inspired by raising your frequency. So you could watch my video on YouTube of how to raise your frequency if you would like more information on this. I go to give some methods on how to raise your frequency in my videos. And what a high frequency is a frequency of love. When we are in the lower frequencies, we miscreate, and we aren't very inspired to heal the world. We might even be inspired in a negative way to do something generated from our ignorant, bad intention. You might not even mean to do something bad, but because your frequency is low, doing a bad thing to another feels good to you. So, when you're at a low frequency feels good to you. It feels comfortable. Feels right. But when you're at a high frequency, the low frequencies feel bad. They feel wrong. they feel trivial, and they feel like ignorance. So when you're at a high frequency, you don't have a tolerance for you yourself to miscreate and live by the ego's rules. You don't have the tolerance to, for example, watch the news. For example, watch TV. TV is creating you. If you watch it, it's what I believe, I see. It's sitting back, relaxing, being created rather than creating something. The positive side to television is that it can inspire you. So try to keep it real with television if you're going to watch it. I personally do not watch it. I made a choice to create rather than watching television. I feel that it is a trivial thing, and that we are, in a sense, slaves to the television and manipulated by it. To know this is valuable, but to feed into it is to become powerless. So I remain in love's presence. I remain aware of love's presence rather than being angry at you or television or anything like that. I'm not going to project anything of the ego to you. I just see it how it truly is, and I manage this one. And I hope that you guys see that watching television is not the best way to spend your time. Share the Holy Spirit to have it. So, what you give to another, you give to yourself. And if you just do a simple prayer like, please allow Spirit, please flow through this body onto the world. Be my actions, be my deeds, be my thoughts, be my emotions, and live through me. Let me be righteous in this world and love. You must share Spirit to have it. If you keep it to yourself, you'll notice that it isn't quite the same. Sharing Spirit only improves yourself. When you give a gift to another, you give it to yourself. And I would like to share a quote from A Course in Miracles. I would like you guys to repeat this mantra for a whole day, and for longer if you choose. The mantra is, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. I know this to be true. I know there is no order of difficulty in performing miracles. They're all the same level of difficulty to perform. And I just want you guys to have faith that you could do anything. Anything is possible. One day you could wake up and change the whole world, you know, like that. But why wait? That's why you're not changing the world, is because you're waiting for something to happen. And I don't say it's true. I just say that could be what it is. You don't see that power within yourself. You're waiting for something to happen and change. So realize that your holiness is the most powerful thing in all of existence. It's the same as love. It's the same thing. So repeat that mantra. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. Step into your purpose.